Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Rebuild 3. That's right. Welcome back to another Sentimental Sunday. So good to have you all here. Hooray, 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 hooray. So many good memories. Memories. All alone in the moonlight. Sorry. Anyway, so we are back, ladies and gentlemen, and we are going to be playing Rebuild 3. I'm so excited and I just can't hide it. Making sure all my stuff is up and running. To enable deluxe mode on other platforms, enter the code Cryptico on the credits menu. Okay. What's deluxe mode? Unlock 5 new main leader professions? Hang on, I gotta check this out. Wait, go back. Uh, Load game. Ugh. Back up. Copy saved data to the clipboard and cloud. This will take a while. No. Damn it. I don't know if it's going to let me, like, start from the beginning. What did I just do? Deluxe unlocked. I don't know what the heck I just did. Alright, let's just hop in. Back to Taylorville. Alright, ally or eliminate 2 factions. Okay. So I had just discovered the new faction of the school kids. Okay. And if I remember correctly, they said they needed, like, building materials or something. And I think we had already made the Luds happy with us. Okay, stepping through the doors of St. Michael's School for Boys, I quickly had to duck under a stapler that flew through the hair at head height. Rufus jogged up and apologized. Their game of indoor rollerball had gotten out of hand and turned into a minor war between the two teams. He took me to the old principal's office and promised the other kids would work it out themselves. St. Michael's still want 10 materials for their construction project. Okay. He seemed surprised that we actually gave them the full amount. Thank you, he said. We needed these quite badly. The way he almost laughed when he said that, I have to wonder if they're just going to trade these Gustav for smokes and brandy. That's reassuring. Okay, where's my character? There he is. Back to the woods with you. Okay. So, do we still need to, like, start mission? Upgrade, build. No. No. Okay, before I do anything else, let me see how all the survivors are doing. Dr. Colin McGregor is pissy. Don't have much, but at least I know it's mine. I miss amenities like power and running water. You know, I would love to give you, like, running water and shit, okay? But I ain't promising dick, okay? Everybody's happy. So far, the only person we've lost is Ruben, which is unfortunate, but what can you do? Okay, you need to rest. You need to rest. Who else needed to rest because besides me? Dr. Colin needed a break. Lily Tachaka's not doing great. Owen. Tio Bruno. Okay, so he's down. Guard duty. Okay, Owen? Okay, yeah. You're Owen. You chill the fuck out. Lily. Where's Lily? Way the hell over here. You chill the fuck out. Okay. Ally or eliminate 2 factions. I thought we already allied with them. Unless there's more I need to do. Found Owen Ludd organizing an old-fashioned barn raising. He beamed at me and asked if I wanted to help. I said, sure. It seemed rude not to. 2 hours and several strained muscles later, I collapsed on his farmhouse porch. Ludd fetched us some water with mint leaves and cucumber slices. Time for business. Ludd still wants us to build enough farms to be self-sufficient. Right. Completely forgot about that. Oh, God. Ludd was skeptical. You aren't using GM Frankenfoods over there, are you? Pesticides? Then how do you grow so much in so little space? I told him the numbers don't lie. Our fields are just more productive. He was impressed. Try some of this, he said, and sent me home with a heaping wheelbarrow of foul-smelling dirt. Best all-natural fertilizer you can get, from me to you. How nice. Ran into the Luddies today, and Owen Ludd was in full lecture mode. Today's topic, how TV and the internet nearly destroyed our children. I made some dumb joke like thank God for zombies, which got his attention. He knew we'd talked to that kid Rufus from St. Michael's and wanted to know what we learned. You don't believe him, do you? I bet his dad's home office is full of documents that could prove what really happened. Maybe even tell us how to find a cure. Ludd had a point. He wants to come with us to investigate Rufus's old house in the suburbs. Should we do it? Sure, why not? Great, except we don't know where Rufus's old house is, only that it's somewhere in Taylorville. We'll have to convince the kid to tell us how to find it. Goody, goody, goody. Okay. I was about to say, where's my character? Come here. Too soon. Shit. Okay. I mean, I'm not trying to pick a fight with them right now, so... Excuse me. How we doing on happiness? Colin's still pissy. Lily's not great. Owen is meh. And Tio is still pissy. Taking some time off. I kind of like the old rubble. We had one just like it back when I was a kid, but even I've got to admit we're getting a lot of use out of that thing. Seems Lily felt that way too. She's been working on cleaning the place up in her spare time and has managed to turn it into a fully functional laboratory. Slight problem though, we don't need a damn laboratory. So... demolish. We don't need a laboratory, okay? I found Rufus sitting in one of the classrooms, flipping cards into a hat with remarkable accuracy. Bounded over and gave me a great big welcoming hug. Put my hand out and demanded Rufus give me back the notebook that had somehow jumped from my pocket into his. His grin just made me wonder what else he's stolen that I haven't noticed. Apparently, St. Michael's are impressed by the architecture of our city hall. Rufus thinks it's amazing that you can't even tell it's cobbled together from scraps and bits of other buildings. He wants our builders to make something for them, a school, which they want to put over a dilapidated old field in their fort. They'll supply the materials if we can supply the manpower. All right. Ludd and I met with Rufus Agbiani from St. Michael's and asked if he could take us to look at his dad's old zombieism research. The look the kid gave me, well, I think the answer was either no or kiss a zombie and die. How can we persuade him? Ludd cheerily explained his theory that Dr. Agbiani had been developing zombieism as a mind control weapon. Rufus went quiet while this news about his dad sank in. Then he let out a sudden cry like a wild animal and leapt on the guy. After I pulled Rufus off and made sure he hadn't actually clawed Ludd's eyes out, I told him I didn't believe Ludd's theory, but there was only one way to know for sure. Go to his old home and find the evidence. He agreed, gave directions to a house in the suburbs, and said we could leave any time. Interesting. What is this? Are well armed. Build something. Build something. Build what? I did an alright job building the school for St. Michael's, I guess. Okay, I admit I didn't really put my heart into this one. I mean, why are we building stuff for St. Michael's? Whose idea was this? Why is Joshua Walton the one who's doing all the paperwork on this? Yeah, why the fuck is he doing the paperwork? He's not doing shit! Okay, so Lily's in the green, so I'll go ahead and get her off her fucking ass. Let's see here. Who's next? Tio Bruno still in the orange. So, Lily, get off your ass. Find something else to do. Okay. Arms back to normal. Okay, so he gave us... Aha! Scavenge to find Dr. Agbiani's research. I've had so many happy moments with Lee Pliskin since we started dating. Every minute I get to spend with her is a minute of carefree joy. I forget all my fears of an impending attack on Fort, all the pressure of leading such a diverse group of damaged, frightened people. When we're together, it's just me and her. Just thinking about this today for no particular reason. Maybe I should go see how she's doing. You know what? Sure. Lee says she's not ready for marriage. It's complex, life is different now that it was. The whole till death do us part thing, well, it comes into play a lot more now than it used to. Once you felt the death of a loved one, pull up walls to avoid getting hurt like that again. They push each other away. I think she'll be ready eventually. Just have to be patient and spend as much time with her as I can. What should we do on our date? For a long walk. I mean, shoot. We walked laps around the edge of the fort for hours, laughing and talking. I suppose it doubled as guard duty, too, though we were so busy gazing into each other's eyes, not sure we would have noticed if a breach had happened beside us. I think we're making some others jealous. Oops. Owen Ludd and I followed Rufus to his old house in the suburbs. Two of them argued the whole way. Ludd accused Rufus of being helpless without the internet to tell him how to do everything. Rufus called Ludd a patchouli-reeking old technophobe. They finally showed up when we got there. Rufus said he hasn't been back to this house in 2 years, but the front door was ajar, and there were scuffling noises coming from inside. Who should enter first? I mean, shoot, I'll go first. Took out my weapon, wondered again how the heck I'd been talked in this mission, and pushed open the door. Inside, a terrified dog sped around the room twice, hesitated as it saw we were blocking the exit, then zipped out through our legs. Breathed a sigh of relief. No zombies. The house was starting to go a little mildewy, but Dr. Agbiani's office was fine. We found a laptop with the CDC logo, but that was about it. On our way out, I noticed Rufus staring out the window at a corner of the backyard. Didn't expect Rufus to say much, but he blurted out, I buried him out there. His dad had hung himself in the living room, probably thinking Rufus was dead. All his suicide note said was, I'm sorry. Rufus said this was the story of his life. His mom died when he was young, and his dad left him at boarding school while he flew around the world working on projects he couldn't talk about. He always had that laptop with him, Rufus told me. Probably loved that thing a lot more than me. Let's get it powered at a workshop and see what's on it. Oh, I don't even have a workshop now. I'm going to have to build one. Damn it. I literally just fucking... Oh, hang on. Do I have enough? Yes. Sweet. Okay, first things first. Yeah, he's pissed. Damn it, Colin. What do you want from me? Owen, you're killing me, man. Tio, fuck off. My god. Alright, I'm gonna have to make my character relax because he is pissy. Like, really pissy. Oh, hell yeah, let's get the whole crew over here. was gonna say, there's two of them over there, and they both know how to use a gun. Okay, check the happiness. I'm at orange, Colin's at yellow, and Tio's at orange. What is your problem, man? Like, he's over here being pissy as all hell. I don't know what else to do to cheer him up. Nightmares on Elm Street. Aha! A reference! Lily Chitaka hasn't been able to sleep much lately since her girl Anastasia has been keeping her awake. The kid's having nightmares, we all do of course, but these are white-knuckled piss the bed, wake up screaming night terror. She's obviously stressed and traumatized. What should we do about it? Let's see here. Anastasia had a casual counseling session where she described her bad dreams and worst fears, stuff the poor girl didn't want to burden Lily with. She said she felt a lot better afterwards, and we discussed a few ways that she could deal with night terrors if they do happen. We keep having regular talks like this for as long as it takes. That's nice. At least we got it figured out. Okay, so I've got 3 purples. Let's put T'Chaka on it. Oh, goody. Let's put you over here. Let's put them over here. And let's check our happiness levels. Alright, we got a yellow. Yellow. T.O., you best. Still yellow. That's gonna take forever and a day with this guy. Let our defenders handle it. I'm not letting people get hurt this time around. Seriously, what in the hell, man? They're going after this poor girl. What's her name again? Polina. They're going after Polina like crazy. Absolutely bonkers. Okay. Okay. Zombie attack imminent. I'm yellow. I was gonna say, I gotta relax once in a while, because apparently if I don't, I'm gonna die. Let our defenders handle it. Wasn't sure we were gonna win that one, but if they're going to come at us one at a time like that, I'm not complaining. Sweet. T'Chaka's working on the book, or laptop. Someone accidentally threw their wedding ring down the garbage chute, but it got stuck halfway, and there's something else glinting down there. Should we send little Bev to crawl in after it? Little Bev could have been an excellent chimney sweep in the 15th century. She just scurried on in there and did the job. Ring retrieved. She also found a crowbar named Palver's magic key, which is blocking the chute. Okay. So what good does that do us? Where's Palver's magic key? Or did somebody already pick it up? Here it is. Prying open stuff, especially rib cages. So somebody's got it for scavenging. It doesn't say who. Oh, who was that? Teal Bruno? Does he have Palver's magic key? That's fine. And finally, he's in the green, so I can get him off of frickin' relaxation duty. Back to work, Tio. I'm sure he appreciates that. Forgot to check, make sure everybody else was happy. Oh, is Doc happy too? Shoot, I forgot to check that. Yeah, he is. Sweet. So, he can get back to work. Let's see here. Owen, I think was his name. Owen. Yep, he's green too. So he can get back to work. And I can get back to work. Just me. Not anybody else. Just me. Okay, so we've got orange over here. Oops. Well, guess we're going with yellow. Well, Sergeant Nguyen got injured. All right, everybody. Let's hold down the fort. Wait, there's a survivor in there? Hold on. Hold the phone. There's a man living at the suburb near us. He's got a nice setup, a good cache of food and weapons, traps to keep the zombies busy on down the street so he can pick them off one by one. He wants to know what's in it for him if he joins us. More specifically, what our ultimate goal is here in Taylorville. What do we tell him? Sounds like hippie hogwash. Wasn't the response I was hoping for. Man seemed to think our plans were frivolous and had nothing to do with either survival or personal happiness. Accused us of wanting to take his stuff like some dirty comedies. I guess there's no place for this guy in our utopia. Good riddance. Ah, well. Darn. Luddles have been breeding an impressive collection of geese. We've been trying to buy a couple off them. Roast goose. Those veggie eaters will have none of it. What Owen Ludd will trade us, however, is some of the stuff that comes out of the geese's rear end. Seems goose manure is one of the best things for helping a farm crop grow big and strong. Exchange, they're asking for some medicine to help them when things get rough. Sure. Why not? To say, how much longer do I have on the laptop? Much longer, but looks of it. Great. It was easy to power Dr. Agbiani's laptop, but the CDC's security took time to bypass. Given enough time, anything can be cracked. Zombies know this. They'll smash the same lock gate for a month if they smell meat on the other side. We got Rufus and Ludd in for the unveiling. Kid looked fidgety. I think he's starting to believe Ludd's stories about his old man, that he created zombieism for the government, was planning to infect us from the start. What words should we search for first? We picked through cached emails and painfully technical research that went over our heads. One thing was clear: the government did not create this disease. Dr. Agbiani knew nothing about it at first, but spent the last months of his life frantically searching for a cure. Doctor made several references to something called the Hope Infectious Disease and Viral Expert Experimentation Laboratory. Jiminy Christmas. HIDVL. It's north of here in a town called Hope, across the border in Canada. He called it our best chance for a cure and pleaded with his superiors to let him share the American CDC research with the scientists there. They rejected him. They never even got close to a cure. Dr. Agbiani's emails grew increasingly frustrated, asking why they weren't sharing research with other countries. The answer was always, it's a matter of state security. His final email, we can't fight this thing without help, so I'm going public with my research. I hope you can forgive me. I hope they all forgive us for failing. So Dr. Agbiani was a good man. No wonder the government was looking for him after he shared their private research with the world. Rufus was smiling through his tears by the end. His dad's desktop background was a picture of him, a younger, more innocent Rufus, digging in the sand at the beach. Ludd apologized, but said this just proves it was China who created the disease. Dadgummit! We'll hold on to this research for now. It might turn out to be useful later. Cool. Now what? Okay, I found King Ludd smashing a pile of laptops with a sledgehammer to remove the temptation of technology. Nodded and tried to avoid direct eye contact. Ludd's obviously having one of those days. An alliance, Ludd mused. Well, it is good to have friends. We could supply you with food and support you if anything else gives you trouble, but this is a big deal and it needs a big ceremony. To complete the alliance, we should address our people from City Hall and formally announce our partnership with the Luddles. Okay. Rufus noticed our sturdy walls and double gate security system and came by to ask if we'd show their builders, how we did it. They want to recreate the same thing at St. Michael's to keep the zombies and anyone else out. St. Michael's were happy with the help. Their fort should be stronger than ever. Hopefully we'll never have to face off against them. Small earthquake gave Taylorville a shake. We're all okay, but a school over in St. Michael's Fort was badly damaged. They're asking for help with putting the thing back together. Seems most of the people are too busy fending off the Zed. Guess their walls didn't fare that well either. Structure was rebuilt so quickly that it was like one of those Amish barn raisings. Assuming they used power tools, the building may be in even better shape than it was before. Needless to say, Rufus is very grateful for help. Rufus Agbiani and two other kids from St. Michael's School for Boys came by our gates. They looked badly malnourished. One of them was missing 3 of his front teeth, and I don't think those were baby teeth. Rufus apologized for not being honest earlier. The truth is they've scavenged all the food they can safely reach from their fort. The boys of St. Michael's are starving. Rufus was inspired by the Luddles' farming skills and want to start a garden in the backfield of their school. They came to see if we could help. Okay. The gap-toothed boy, I think his name was Curly, ate twice his weight in reconstituted mashed potatoes. Rufus was more solemn and respectful than I've ever seen him, but he pocketed extra bread rolls and deer jerky whenever he thought we weren't looking. We agreed to bring the boys enough supplies to get their farm started. A shovel and 10 loads of building material will do it. When we have enough, we should send them over to St. Michael's to deliver them. About damn time, I was waiting on that. Everyone gathered at the city hall for the announcement. An alliance. We're going to share Taylorville with the Luddies. For better or for worse, in sickness and in health, etc. Peace and a little support, too. They've promised to send us regular shipments of food every week. Ludd arrived with a small delegation and climbed the steps to meet us. 2 of the Luddies blew trumpets, and the third cried, His Majesty King Owen Ludd the First, as Owen climbed the steps with a sheepish smile. Fanfare kind of started as a joke, he said, but now it's one of our traditions. When I die, they'll probably replace me with another King or Queen Ludd. He flashed the crowd a peace sign and gave a short speech about the benefits of lasting peace and eating raw foods. He's right about the peace anyway. Cool. We are now aligned with the Luddies. Okay. Rufus bounded out of the school's front doors to meet me and slapped me lightly on the arm. Tag, he yelled, you're it. After a half hour of running around with the boys, they eventually let me stop and catch my breath. What did I come for here again? An alliance, Rufus mused. Well, it is good to have friends. We could supply you with materials and support you if anyone else gives you trouble. This is a big deal and it needs a big ceremony. To complete the alliance, blah, 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 blah. Got it. Wait, what's the other red one for? Let's send you over here. Talk with Rufus. Rufus is still hoping we can build that school. We built a school. Rufus was impressed we finished it so quickly. Rufus wondered how much of the old building was still there and where we got the decorative moldings from, but I couldn't tell trade secrets. Ah, damn it. Oh, good. More zombies. Backed up sewers. At first we thought the horrible gurgling coming from the sewer drains around the city was because the Zed had gotten down there. Turns out it was just good old-fashioned water getting backed up because no one had done any cleaning down there in months. With all the rain recently, the drains have started to overflow, and large parts of the city are now foot deep in water. It's going to make it tricky for our scavengers to find anything useful until the water clears out. Scavenging takes longer for the 7 days. Well, that's not much of a problem since I haven't sent anybody out to scavenge in a hot minute. Oh, crap baskets. Okay, let's put you right here. Gotcha. Okay. Oh, this is going to go badly. Rough fight, but they were no match for our brains. Having them charge our gun placements didn't hurt either. Okay, so let's move you over here. Everyone gathered at City Hall for the announcement. An alliance, we're going to share Taylorville with St. Michael's, for better or for worse, in sickness and health, blah, 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 blah. Rufus gave me the old up, high, down, low, too slow, high fives routine. He ruffled his hair in revenge, and we play fought for a bit. Then he cleared his throat and addressed the crowds. You guys are pretty cool for adults, I mean. Now that we're allies, you can come hang out with us anytime you want. I'd expected the day to end in some kind of giant food fight, but Rufus made an effort to get through the rest of the ceremony with a straight face. He's a good kid. Okay, so let's send you over here because apparently we need to do something with St. Michael's real quick. Yes, thank you. Taylorville is ours. Now that we've allied with St. Michael's, we can be sure our place in Taylorville won't be contested. They've got our backs, we've got theirs. As the Lone Ranger used to say, my work here is done. Time to gather the posse and move on to the next llama ranch or whatever. Onward down the road to the next town that needs saving. We can start a new mission to leave the city from City Hall. I'll go. I can take up to 3 others with me. The rest need to stay here and keep the place together. Rufus bounded out of the school's front doors to meet me and slapped me lightly. Tag, you're it. What did I come for? Again, Rufus was happy to see us. He reminded me that they're sending us materials regularly. Seemed businesslike about it, like he thinks we're only allies because there's something in it for us. And what the heck is this for? Deliver supplies. Supplies for what? What supplies? I don't even fucking know, man. We saw kids from St. Michael's School for Boys watching our fort. When we confronted them, they admitted they'd heard we had a bar and were hoping to score some booze. I don't like the idea of feeding these prepubescent kids our moonshine, but they said they knew where to find a mean-looking bazooka that would help us bring down Zed. Kids were happy with the mason jars of moonshine. They're probably going to go down to the old rail yard now to drink and throw rocks at Zed. Ah, youth. Rufus turned over the bazooka, which turned out to be the name of a 12-year-old bulldog they'd found. The old beast still had a little fight in her, but mostly all she does is sleep, snore loudly, and fart. Welcome to the team. Oh, joy. It's a puppo. It's a doggo. Only got 3 building materials? How frickin' slow are you, Owen? Jesus. Zed are swarming over the farm. Send in Bazooka. Yeah! Send in a dog! Bazooka was struck down during the fight and didn't even get up with it. Even with Bazooka's valiant efforts, the zombies were too much. Phoenix was injured. Damn it. So wait, I lost Bazooka? No, not the puppo! Damn it! Not the doggo! Green thumb. Oh, they're going after that. Got enough rainfall that's collecting water in a few basins. Bathtubs and pools were spread around the fort isn't usually much of an issue, making sure the water is safe to drink. Despite our best efforts with our jury-rigged charcoal filters, some stuff still gets through, and now Midori is laid up in bed wishing we had a working stomach pump. Just wish we had had working water treatment plant, then we wouldn't have to worry about any of this. Yeah, but we don't have enough shit for that. Okay, so we have 22 now. Oh, wait. I met Rufus at St. Michael's with the tools to build a farm in the boarding school's overgrown garden. The kids grabbed shovels, started digging holes in random places. Obviously no clue what they were doing. I asked Rufus if they needed help. He got defensive, said, "Not from you. What the heck do you know about farming?" Restrained myself from slapping the little goon. Then he had the nerve to ask if we could convince the Luddies to come teach them to farm. Rufus looked relieved and said something like, "Good, because the Luddies are the best farmers in Taylorville, and St. Michael's only has the best teachers." Tell you I had to bite my lip this time to stop from smacking the twit. That's funny. Alright, let me clear up the zombies real quick, and then we'll leave. I don't even know who all was from my original crew. Get out of here. Oops. Okay. So my 3 survivors are going to be you, you, and probably wouldn't hurt to grab a scavenger. Let's take Splooge. Lee Pliskin, Dr. Colin McGregor, Splooge, and I packed our weapons, equipment, and as much food as we could carry. We said our farewells. The new leader, Paulina, promised to take good care of Taylorville. She said we'd always be welcome back, but I knew I'd never return. We made our way to the edge of town. Took one last look out at the shining city Taylorville had become, with high walls to keep the chaos outside, hardworking citizens to keep its spirit alive, and organized government to run it. The city will continue to thrive and be a beacon of civilization to a lost and broken world. And now, onward! There are more survivors and more cities that need our help. Diane, you would have been proud of what we built in Taylorville. It's a real place to settle and call home. Just not for me. I've got itchy feet again. I've heard of this place up in Canada. Big lab that was working on a cure for the disease. The town's got a catchy name. Hope. If it's still there, I'd like to find it someday. Damn, my score is god-awful. Okay, so I'm changing that name. We're headed right in the urban downtown this time. There should be a plenty to scavenge here, but we'll have to build our own farms. A couple of gangs are fighting over this territory and making life miserable for people who don't want to pick sides. Sounds almost as bad as zombies. Hope we can reason with them. Yeah, changing that name. So, let's see here. I'm trying to pick names from authors and stuff that have done like zombie books. Because I did Tom Taylor for Deceased. I did Kirkman for The Walking Dead. Let's see here. Who did World War Z? I have the book, I just don't have the name right next to me. Hang on one second, guys. Gotcha. Alright, back to our regularly scheduled program. Brooks Lake. So it was written by Max Brooks. Okay. So we're right smack dab in the middle of the city. Whoa, what? Wait. I'm gonna say, what the hell's going on here? Could hear these two fighting from a block away. Blah, blah, blah. You knew I was saving that can of peaches for a special occasion. Ah, roommates. Good news is they both want to join us. Bad news is each refuses to come if the other will be there. So we can pick Mike L. the builder or Ryder Adams the soldier. It wasn't easy getting these two to sit down and talk to each other civilly, but there's too much at stake to lose it to some petty roommate disagreements. We set some ground rules and agreed that Mike and Ryder wouldn't have to live together or work together if it could be helped. In return, they've both joined us. Hopefully, we can keep them separated so they aren't at each other's throats all the time. And they're literally sitting next to it. Okay. So first things first, we need a lab. Splooge, I'm going to send you for scavenging. Okay, we're all done. Splooge, scavenge, please. Damn. Okay. Oh, goody. Okay, can we destroy that now? We can't build a lab. Crap! So we need to look for a lab. Which is even harder. Spotted a transport helicopter flying above Brooks Lake skyline like some sort of camo-colored angel coming to lift us out of this nightmare. Then it sputtered, spiraled, came crashing down to Earth just like all our dreams. Demolished the clothing store it landed on, but there might be something to salvage from the crash site, maybe even survivors. Definitely zombies attracted by the noise. Not sure if we should send the scavenger, leader, or soldier, or all three. I mean, shoot. I am all three, so. Gustav, piss off, man. Jump to it quickly, rummaging through the wreck for anything useful. Most of what they're transporting must have been fuel, all now burned up in the explosion, but we found a couple of crates of medical supplies, including a fully stocked med kit. The injured survivor might need that. He's graduated from crawling and moaning to yelling at us to stop scavenging like vultures and get out there and help him. Man's legs were crushed by the wreckage, but once we got him out of there and stopped the bleeding, it didn't look so bad, just very, very painful. Barely holding on to consciousness, the man, Malcolm, begged us to take him with us. We agreed. Okay, Splooge, I'm going to put you on farming duty. And we are going to spread out and look for a frickin' laboratory, because apparently we are SOL. Yeah, I can build a farm or an apartment. That's not going to help us much. What we got? What we got? What we got? Is this? Water treatment plant. Ooh, that actually might be helpful. Built an apartment, killing zombies. Killing zombies. Put you to work. Kill some zombies. Quit picking through the shit like vultures and help me! Alright, twist my arm. Too far away. Is it too far away or is it too big? That's the real question. Immediately put you to work. Hey, look, a person. Oh, good. Following signs of human habitation, I knocked on a door at the apartment. The man who answered the door spoke softly. His name was Ernst. He'd been hoping somebody would come before it was too late for his friend. Ugh. His friend is indeed looking quite the worse for wear, coughing up yellowish gray goop every time he tried to speak. We only had room for one of them, which we do. I spoke quietly with Ernst in the other room. His friend's condition was terminal. It was only a matter of days, a week at most, before he would die. To stay here by his side, I said, would only endanger Ernst's life too. You're right, croaked a voice from the other room. The man heard us. I can die alone just as well with anybody watching. Take him with you. That's settled. Ernst left food, water, and a loaded pistol by his friend's bedside. Then we left. Damn. That's unfortunate. Okay, office. We don't need an office. Demolish, please. Let's see here. With caution. Stranger danger. Gonna say, you can't tell me it's too far away now. I know we're mostly city folk here, but we're going to need to figure out how this farming thing works soon, or we aren't going to have the energy to lift a trowel, let alone defend ourselves from the undead. Got it. Slight problem, though. I don't know where the freaking laboratory is at. And that's what we're needing more than anything. Granville Riffs. There used to be a local martial arts school we here called the Granville Riffs. They've been known for their strict training regime, and an even stricter code of honor, but this wasn't the kind of self-defense class you'd send your 7-year-old to. These guys trained to kill with fists, feet, sticks, and swords. The nice thing about a sword is it never runs out of bullets. Looks like all that training paid off, as the Riffs are still alive and kicking. Spotted a group of them set up nearby. Guess we should pay them a visit. Yeah, I'm not too worried about the Riffs right now. I'm kind of more worried about starving to death. Perfect. Because in truth, we are trying to find... Really? We are trying to find... Thank God. Okay, so there's a lab. So we just need to wiggle our way over there. Kill and scavenge. Kill and scavenge. Okay. I have 2 scavengers right now. Road is long. Mike L. heard crying last night, went out to the city to see what it was. Found a young boy wandering out there alone, exhausted, traumatized, and alone. Kid is in shock, hasn't said a word. We don't know where he's come from or what happened to his family, but can guess. Worse, he's sticking close to Mike. Mike took the kid in, eventually coaxed a name out of him. Jeb. It's going to take some time before the poor kid's life is back to normal, if you could ever call this kind of life normal. But he'll heal and adapt. Children are pretty flexible. Okay, so I don't really need that. I need... It's like, why the heck is it asking me to do something leadership worthy? Ah, the mall. Undead lining up on the escalators, patiently waiting for them to move again. They window shop, leaning their foreheads against the glass, moaning with desire at the goods within. It's a fine line between pathetic and hilarious. I finished work early due to my fantastic skill scavenging everything from obvious shops, sporting goods, bakeries, etc. Since we have time, should we check out one of the smaller shops? Sure. I spent the afternoon riding tiny kids' bicycles around Toy B Us, playing with Nerf guns, jumping on trampolines, and snuggling with life-size teddy bears. Malls are great. We should do this every day. Lost the suburb. Why the fuck did we lose the suburb? Ugh. God bless it. I'm just trying to get to the lab so we can put Dr. Malcolm on it. Throw stuff off the roof. We need a plan. We haven't finished scavenging the Mega Mall yet, and there's a bunch of stuff here. We could toss it off the roof. I was gonna say, since it's in our walls, I guess it's not gonna hurt us to scavenge it. So, 8 of us is starting to see some progress here in Brooks Lake. We reclaimed enough buildings that you can actually go for a little jog. Think of that, running for fun, not for your life. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, I know. We're croaking because we can't feed anybody. You know what would help with that? You quit reminding me every 5 frickin' minutes. Oh, I knew we should have sent someone with Malcolm to go killing zombies. He always gets so scared out in the field by himself. Well, that probably should be he got scared. It's been over 24 hours, there's no sign of him. That usually means someone's ended up dead. Damn it. Ah, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Okay, so that's taken care of. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, and I'll put you here. Oh, goody. Phoenix is just bouncing back and forth on the fort. I'm just bouncing back and forth because I'm like, I gotta get this shit done, man. Take you, put you over here because we need the water treatment plant. And we're gonna take you, put you right here because we need the lab. Ryder is very, very sick. We think it's some kind of food poisoning from eating wild plants. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, put the dock on the frickin' stuff right now. Right fucking now. Okay, let's see here. Water treatment repairs needed. Just took a look through the water treatment plant we reclaimed. Things don't look good. Pipes are backed up. Main pump is a solid block of rust. This place is so full of gases, all it would take is a single match to bring it down around our heads. We could probably get the thing working, but it won't be easy. It's going to take our best engineers and plenty of gear before anything liquid flows through those pipes. Research construction. Yes, yes, I know. People used to put up buildings all the time without power tools and cement trucks and 3D modeling, but not in Brooks Lake. Excuse me. Uh-oh, we spotted a huge mob of zombies coming our way. 40 of them at least, huge and angry-looking beasts, moving in a group like a river of undead. Not sure they even know we're here yet, but at the pace they're shuffling, they'll reach our walls in about 4 days. Oh, I see them. Yay, generator power. It's taken hours of blood, sweat, and tears, but the treatment plant is fixed and starting to pump gallons of fresh water to the parched throats of Brooks Lake. Well, it's already, aside from the horde of undead types who climbed out of the freshly cleaned sewer pipes and have taken up residence. We just need to clear them out and everything will be perfect. Great. Peachy. Didn't I have three? Oh, right, Malcolm's dead. I was like, where the hell is the other soldier? Oh, right, he's dead. Sad. Hell no! You are not taking my chainsaw, man! Fertilizer. We are going to learn how to frickin' farm, by God. Dr. Colin collapsed on the job today and is going to take a few days off for bed rest. I'm worried. How's he ever going to get his strength back if we can't feed him? You know what would help with that? If he finished his frickin' research. Because you didn't let him finish his frickin' research. Last Judgment Gang. Oh, these bastards. Figures a bunch of heavily armed bikers would be tough enough to survive the end of the world. I just wouldn't have expected the big group to be Bible thumpers too. Last Judgment Gang are a nasty bunch, the sort that are convinced that they are always in the right no matter how violent, underhand, or misogynistic their actions are. The idea of making friends with them rubs me the wrong way, but we all need help. Huzzah! We have running water again and it doesn't smell like rotting corpses. Everyone's feeling great and we're one step closer to rebuilding society. Yay, we have running water. Huzzah, huzzah, huzzah. Huzzah, huzzah, huzzah. What are you doing over here? I guess I'll set you on the fertilizer because I know science stuff. Still haven't been able to work out what happened to Splooge. He walked back through the front gate with a glazed look in his eye and nothing to show for a scavenging mission. All I've been able to get out of him is there are 4 lights. Not sure, but he may have need a few days to recover. Son of a bitch. Okay, so we are going to put him on this mission, and I'm going to take you off of it. Because clearly I need a scavenger. If you aren't scavenging, then we are just SOL. Group of Granville Riffs showed up today in their matching black and yellow pajama robes. Malik wants to challenge our strongest fighter to face their champion in one-on-one combat, to prove which of our groups is stronger. Phoenix Darkfire took one look at their champion, a harmless-looking old man with a walking stick, said he could take him. I'm not sure about that, but if he really wants to try, sure. Match lasted into the night with a lot of posturing and near misses, neither fighter giving any ground. After the third break, just as the clock struck midnight, Phoenix dropped their champion with a well-timed two-fisted hammer punch. Afterwards, Malik seemed to look on us with newfound respect. He even bowed to us before they dragged their fallen champion back home. Nice. Yay! We got fertilizer now. Let's build some more farms. I was going to say, I know I have another builder somewhere. Okay, let's see here. Zombie vitals, basic traps, zombie avoidance, disease vectors, anti-zombie armor. Do survivor management. Yeah, I figured. Last Judgment are raiding our bank. We could defend these walls to our dying breaths. They'd have a hard time making it past us. We'd have to do it over our dead bodies, or there's a lot of junk around here. We could use spare building materials to set up a quick barricade. Dug in our heels and came a wall of meat and resolve. Not a single attacker made it past us. Oh, good. Ryder opened up to me today. He told me, yeah, be friendly, polite, all that jazz. I know. I guess that means chatting. So what you want to know? My past used to be a building inspector for one of the local municipalities, see if buildings were up to code and all that. It was fun. Nothing better than telling a fed off for not keeping the mold off their tenants' walls. Oh, hi. You know, it kind of sucks that we don't have any horses. Unlike cars, they don't need gas or flat roads. They don't like the undead any more than we do. I was visiting some stables when I saw my first Zed, just visiting. I mean, I've always wanted to own a pony. Those things were very expensive. But for Pete's sake. I was watching a Frisian horse canter around the yard when I heard a commotion coming from the farmhouse. Poked my head in and was shocked to see the lady of the house devouring one of the stable hands. Gotta admit, I screamed and ran. I mean, the worker had always been nice to me, but what am I supposed to do? Is this something that could rip your head off and use it as a punch bowl? I mean, the last time I had somebody give me coward, oh my god, it was a nightmare. Back when the world made sense, I was a receptionist for Spine Torque and Fail Law Firm. I feel like I've heard that before. So, bookworm. No, he's a builder, not an engineer. Okay, now they're to us. Ryder heard crying behind a pharmacy today, found a little girl hiding in a shopping cart. Explained to Lily that her father had sent her away not to find medicine, but because he didn't want to watch them die. Yep, that sounds about right. Lily is now 14. In the old days, she couldn't drive, drink, or vote, but life's different. It goes faster. Lily has probably learned more life lessons. Jiminy Christmas. Lily is already. Wait, Blue? That's leader. Well, there isn't much you don't know about me already. I liked helping out on the farm and in kitchens. I love being around people. They always say smile a lot. Mom taught me that. She said if you smile all the time, you always be happy, even when you're not. friendly. I mean, sure. Why not? Be my first preacher. Cool. Aw. Okay. It's easy to find the survivors living at the church. They'd covered the roof in flags, made some colorful t-shirts, knocked, and was greeted by a smiling couple. We'll just get our stuff. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, crap. Oh, crap, oh, crap, oh, crap. Oh, crap, oh, crap, oh, crap, oh, crap. Oh, crap, oh, crap, oh, crap, oh, crap. Oh, crap, oh, crap, oh, crap, oh, crap. Shoot, fire, save matches. Oh, dear. That's not good. That is not good at all. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Not good. It'll probably make him mad. Yeah, you think? You're killing me, Ryder. What do you want? Last building I had to check out was particularly ugly. The wallpaper was falling off the walls, water coming out of the taps was yellow. The place reeked of rotten eggs. That said, it was the body I found in one of the bathtubs that was kicker. All green and giving off that sickly sweet smell of disease. Didn't know what to think. I certainly weren't worrying about turning my back on it when I went out of the room to call the cops. Oh lord. This isn't good. This is not good at all. Oh, Splooge isn't gonna make it. Damn. Some of the Zed have gotten strangely clever. They seem to have figured out how door handles work. One of our scouts reported what looked like someone ordering them around, but I'm not sure how much stock to put into that. Either way, we're going to need to be extra careful when going outside the walls while this bout of creativity lasts. Last thing I need is a Zed opening whatever locker I made of my latest hiding spot. Oh, great. Perfect. Wonderful. A rating, we could bribe them, it'll cost us, but not as much as losing this fight. Dug under the walls and popped up like gophers right behind our guards. It was a brief fight, but we lost. Nah, who not a cowboy hat? That noise they make when they raid, though, is just fucking creepy. Okay, so let's move everybody there. I am, however, going to put you back on your frickin' research because that was annoying. Apparently, I'm literally the only person who can do anything in this frickin' place. Zombie's back to normal. Oh, perfect. Why? Fucking why? Dorothy. Wait, why is she in a wedding dress? Excuse me, doctor said that they'd cleaned out all the yeast bacteria out of my stomach, but it still hits me from time to time. I used to be a home brewer, mead mostly, spent so much time around that stuff that took up residence in my intestines. You might think being able to get drunk just eating a bagel sounds like a dream, but it sucks when you get pulled over for driving under the influence after visiting your local deli. First aid, I guess. Oh, shit. No, 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 no. Okay, how do I change policies? Government. Uh, ammo use. Survivors with guns are less effective. Got a better idea? I'd love to hear it. Most important part of first aid training is CPR, but nobody would agree on the right way to do it. 5 pumps in the chest and 2 breaths, or was it 7 and 5? Then people worried about catching STDs from giving mouth to mouth, so they took the breathing part right out. Victims start suing the rescues for accidentally breaking ribs, and hell, what's the point in even trying? One rule is act. Do something, anything, and you might save a life. How to save a life. Looks like Last Judgment and the others are fighting, which is good for me because then I don't have to worry about. Oh, fuck you. Okay. Splooge, you go right here. I will go right here. Yeah. So that way, if Last Judgment decides they're gonna fly in here like fucking asshats, why? Why do you have to be down there? I literally am leaving you alone. Damn it. Ugh. Fine. Smashed through the gate, screaming and shooting like post-apocalyptic Mad Max gang. Their enthusiasm was no match for our actual having a strategy. We outmaneuvered them easily. My guy's just a freaking badass. Grabbed some food from the communal cantina, rice and beans, and ate it back at my place. It's wonderful to spend time with Lee. It doesn't really matter what we do, to be honest. Just hanging out and killing time suddenly has all the meaning when she's around. Improve scouting. Reveal further when scouting. Perfect. Oh my god. These fucking assholes. Damn it, we lost Dorothy. You know, not a huge loss, but still. Ah, what the hell? Why? 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 Why do I have a kid? I didn't ask for this. We were making good progress researching watchtowers before some saboteur got in here and wrecked things. Lab is such a mess, it'd take forever to reconstruct. But what we're doing, we might as well start over. Well, that's annoying. Important for health and happiness. Well, at least we've got that going for us. Okay, is there anything I can repurpose for something better? Surly looking group of people marched to talk them out of it, pay them 10 rations, tell them to screw off. We convinced them that we're doing an equal amount of work to kill zombies in Brooks Lake. If anything, they should be paying us. I think we almost had them there. Anyway, they left peacefully. Seriously, I'm injured again? Ugh. Crashing into the fort covered in blood with a horde of undead hot on his heels. Managed to get the gate closed, but he's in rough shape. Suppose that just goes to show you shouldn't wear those squeaky, flashy kids' shoes when you're out killing zombies. You know what? Go fuck yourself. I like those shoes. Lost the farm? Not to mention, we'll lose the farm. I like how, oh, for fuck's sake. I like how I have to send, like, 5 times the amount of people to do what my guy can do by himself. Okay. Part of the wall behind the pharmacy gave way earlier. We would have found ourselves flooded with Zed if a group from the rifts hadn't happened by and bought us time to shore up the breach. Now their boss is over by the front gate, looking like they're waiting for something. They each took a portion of the food and seemed grimly satisfied. I think I will become friends with these guys because I feel like they're more respectful. Whereas the Last Judgment gang, I will hang them by their entrails, simply because I do not like them. Last Judgment gang just raided our farm. No, we didn't have anyone to defend it, but it was poor form of them to cover the buildings in rotten eggs and toilet paper. Talk about adding insult to injury. They raided 20 food. Hi, cat! Welcome to the stream! Damn, they took food from us, though. Do you like the new updated version? Updated version of what? Yeah, I don't mind it. It's actually interesting. Have you tried it yet? Never seen so many chiseled bodies as when I walked through the Granville Rift's heavily fortified compound the first time. Seemed like everyone from the biggest bruiser to little old lady had a six-pack from all the martial arts training they do. Had a chance to meet with their lanky boss Malik while I was there. Told me that he'd be watching us. Keeping the Zed in check was their first concern, but they wouldn't tolerate us causing any trouble like those damn bikers from Last Judgment on the other side of town. I enjoy it. I actually think it's really fun. Beautiful wall. Malik gave me a grim smile, told me to let him know if we ever need help bringing down a few Zed. They could arrange us to send a few guys over. We need a proper city hall and a government before we can have any real diplomatic relationship with the Rifts. Then, for now, we chatted with Malik a little and let him poke fun at our fort. Yeah, I actually do like it. I think it's a really good game and I'm having fun. Uh, there's just a few things I'm getting used to, but other than that, I actually enjoy it. I actually think it's fun. I I will say the thing that drives me nuts the most is the freaking research, man. Like, you go to the next town and you forget everything you learned. Even if you brought the researcher from the previous town, you forget everything you learned. That drives me bonkers because it's like, oh, I know how to do this, 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 and this. But as soon as I go to a new town, it's like, oh, all the knowledge I just learned, I don't know jack shit anymore. Like, oh, it drives me nuts. Ugh. I told Lily Bendejo that building structure didn't look structurally sound, but she got hurt. Okay, now we're 10% more efficient at zombie killing. Yay! Oh yeah, that's not great. Yeah, okay, so you see all the purple here? This is what I've been doing since I got to the new city. All I should have had to learn was improve scouting to disease vectors. That's all I needed to learn. But they are making me relearn literally everything, and it drives me nuts. because I'm over here like, come on now. It shouldn't be that freaking complicated, but apparently it is. Yeah, it drives me nuts. No, I don't want to stop. I don't want to farm. I want to protect my home. Go to your home. No, I'm not sacrificing my chainsaw on my hand. Piss off. I'm glad you found the ham thing because I wanted to make sure that you saw it. I was like, oh, you're gonna love this. It's ham. Okay, basic traps. Yay! Okay, I will say something that I'm trying to get used to is the noise they make uh when they raid your shit. I'm still trying to get used to that noise because I'm not used to it. It's so weird for me. I'm waiting for them to do it again. Hang on. That to me, that sounds like a zombie scream more than a human scream. Their rating. We could take risks to defend the building. Someone may get hurt, but our walls and supplies are worth the added danger. I'm about to attack the Last Judgment gang just to get rid of them. Ugh, they're so annoying. Oh, come on. You are not taking my freaking water treatment plant. Little bastards. Ugh, fine. Zombie avoidance. Sweet, sweet. Got all these freaking kids, man. Okay. I'm jamming. Went out to the Rift Caravan to see what they have for sale. Malik just happened to be there. Make sure nobody steals anything, as he put it. He said they've had trouble getting enough food and would be happy to pay extra for any we have. Hell yeah! Food. You eat it. No way. I mean, we're not really hurting for anything. I feel like we're doing really good this time around. They always say that you got a fair deal when no one goes away happy. Don't think there's going to be celebrations on either side, but both us and the Rifts got the stuff we needed. 7-year-old Jeb was crawling around under a house when he found a boomerang. He's pretty proud of his find and wants to keep it. Adult could probably put it to together use. Let him keep it. Don't need a boomerang as much as Jeb wants it. Hopefully he won't have forgotten it by tomorrow or ditched it in favor of a new toy. Realizing the Frisian would be trapped with that horrible creature if I didn't get it out of there, I swung open the gate to its pen and leapt on its back so we could both ride to safety. Might have helped if I actually ridden a horse. The Frisian reared and sent me flying. Woke up in a bush only to find it had run off. It was all I could do to limp away before the Zed came after me. Okay, so we got some builders. John Torque and Richard Phil took Harry up to his office. We won't hear from them in a while. That's when Ernst can get a new perk. What should it be? Half engineering? No, you're not an engineer, you're a builder. Sure. +3 defense, why not? Okay, so train skills. I feel like I need more scavengers and farmers, so I'm going to make you guys, instead of leaders, into scavengers. We know the disease is communicable via zombie saliva getting into the bloodstream through a bite. I admit we still don't know if sharing a glass of water or having unprotected sex. Why? Why would you even think about that? Would infect you, but it's a fair bet you wouldn't want to try. We now also know that most mammals can catch the disease, including dogs, cats, and rats. Wouldn't believe how adorable zombie rats can be. Reduced chance of zombie bites. I didn't know that was a problem until now. Heard there's a gang called Last Judgment. My mom said they have lots of guns and do bad things with them, but she shouldn't say what. I guess they kill people. I think maybe they like hurting people. Don't think I could ever be like them. I want to be strong and protect myself from zombies, but I would never want to hurt other people. What perks? Let's see here. Pacifist. Actions like you more, but no bonus from weapons. Done. Lathe. Greetings and honor to you, Senpai. Oh god, no. I hope my skills can be of use to you. I am proficient in the noble and deadly art of Nisei Nobudo. I spent my days training my body to be the perfect weapon and my nights working as a security guard watching copious quantities of anime to better... Oh no. What perk should Lathe get? Oh god, no. This is gonna end badly. This is gonna end badly. Well, at least I got rid of the pack of zombies. That was what I was trying to do. Oh, goody. Oh, I'm not gonna risk Lee. Quick, we need to fortify the laboratory. Last Judgment is raiding us. We could keep our medic, Dr. Collin, well stocked with medical supplies so he can keep everyone alive. Or Ernst just got clipped in the first wave. We could patch him up with some meds to make sure nobody dies. Applying gauze here, checking a pulse there. I'm not sure how much he really helped, but it sure made us feel better to see him out there. Oh. Organize a summer camp? Kids having nightmares. We all do, of course. White knuckled. Ah, damn it. I was going to fucking talk to her and I pressed the wrong one. I had a temper. If strangers ever come by, he'd make us stay inside while we went out to talk to him. Plug my ears, wait for the gunshots, then he'd come back with gifts. One time he didn't come back. My mom cried. She said, well, you reap what you sow. I always try to stay easygoing for her. Oh, Lord. School I belonged to cultivated a number of rivalries, but none so strong as that with the Granville Rifts. They were the toughest dojos out in the poor district. If they had the money to travel and compete, they would have been one of the top in the country, if they hadn't been kicked out of the league for all the gang violence they were involved in. Increase sway with the Rifts. Well, that'll help. especially since I want to be friends with these guys and say fuck you to these guys because they've attacked us more times than these guys ever have. Gustav is just following us from city to city like a creep. Ugh. Didn't like my first prototype of a zombie bear suit. Head to toe protection, it was 100% zombie proof. Couldn't really walk in the thing or breathe. Version 2.0 was better received. Simple piece of PVC pipe over the forearm makes an excellent shield. And we'd noticed that Zed go for the jugular, much like wild animals, so wearing a scarf or leather neckband can save your life. Perfect. Of course. O'Grady came by today to talk about a construction project. Say they got plans to turn one of the last Judgment farms into some sort of death trap for Zed. Heard of plants being that effective against zombies, but our builders should be able to help him out. Tips we gave O'Grady were mostly common sense, but should help the Last Judgment finish their project faster. They'll be stronger for it. I'm telling you, I'm going to take them out, because I do not like them at all. Standing there on my cell trying to get a line through when the thing jumped me from behind. I was just lucky the thing didn't manage to get its teeth in me because it was trying something fierce. I kicked the creature back into the bathroom and managed to get a chair wedged under the door before I bolted, just hopped in my van and headed out, hoping for the best. Unfortunately, that wasn't the only body in the building, and that part of the city was soon overrun. Why am I only level 20 now? Oh, because I got the kid. I was like, I should be better at these things. Perfect. Seriously? I just got out of the frickin' hospital and now I'm injured again. Nothing left to research. Perfect. Come here, buddy. You're gonna tear this place apart because we don't need it. Oh, actually, why don't we change this to a hospital? That'll come in handy. Excuse me. Hmm. No. Fuck off, Gustav. Jiminy Christmas. I need 12 more buildings, huh? Okay. Yeah. Need four. Oh, okay. So we don't have enough. Nine of us now are in a little chunk of Brooks Lake is starting to look downright livable. It's almost big enough that we're going to need a proper government to run things soon. Damn it. Still not enough. Bunker, tower. Nah. I'm gonna, yeah, I'm gonna demolish it for now. They both got kids, that's why they can't get to 10. He's got a kid, that's why he can't get any higher. Let's train our soldiers. Oh, you're a 12. Never mind. Wait, can you get higher? Beginning to wonder if Brooks Lake was built over a mine. Our first hint was this massive sinkhole opened up in the middle of our fort. Oh no, not the bar that we never used. What a shame. Oh, okay, we are out of materials already. Go chop wood. Doctor brought in a woman he found skulking around the farm. She won't say anything what she's doing here, but everything about this chick is suspicious. Think someone may have sent her. Spy was surprisingly talkative once we offered her a comfy chair and a glass of water. You just have to know how to make people feel comfortable, you know? Oh yeah, she admitted. They sent me to totally screw up your deal here. She said that could be anything from attracting zombies to a weak spot in the walls to sabotaging important missions. Took her stuff and sent her back empty-handed. She promised not to come back, but I wouldn't count on it. Didn't even find out who sent her though. Where's my other guy? There he is. Of course. Send Paula to crawl in. Then it came quieter. She got more afraid. Then there was a thump and silence. We've been yelling to her for the past 2 hours. None of us can fit in there except another child. Jeb rubbed the snot from his nose and valiantly climbed in there after Paula. 20 minutes later, both of them were safe and sound. Turns out Paula had just panicked after a short fall. She was fine. They also pulled out Melanie's boomerang. Cool. Seen a pattern here. Both of our soldiers are hurt. Perfect. Oh, we lost the Mega Ball. Kids really don't get the idea of being seen but not heard. They're always running around begging adults who need to work, and if you tell them to get lost, they literally do and need to be rescued. We're going to take turns teaching them for now. Okay. Jiminy Cricket. And the zombies are getting worse. I'm about to start training people to be soldiers because this is ridiculous. You know what? Daniel Walsh arrived at the gates and asked to join us today. Said he's been admiring our murals around town for a couple days. Okay. Glad to have a scavenger aboard. Don't really need a scavenger. God, don't sneak up on a person like that. Hegummit. Ting is now 14 years old. Oh, perfect. Now I don't have to worry about babysitting anymore. Get these cleared up. When Ernst said we could make better use of the old rubble, just blew him off. Blah, 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 blah. What did he change it into? A church? Alright, fine, whatever. Lee became what? Devious? Oh, devout. Okay, sure. Come on, man. Pull your shit together. Good cook. Done. Shit. Don't really need a police station. Just said we don't really need a police station. In the original game, we needed a police station because it was basically the center of defense. Be gone with you. Ting found the sad, mangy little cat just outside the walls, trying to entice it with a bit of salted fish. Stiff-legged walk, the oddly dazed had to kill the poor thing, but then I guess it was already dead. Zombie cat. That's sad. Damn, boy. You've got to be kidding me. What do you want, Ting? Sure, whatever. I'm getting frustrated because... Oh, for fuck's sake. I am sick to death of these raiders. I feel like I can't get anything done because they're constantly on my ass. Apparently, Splooge's flashlight has gone missing and he's convinced somebody in our fort stole it. Was easy. That was easy. Do I only have one eye now? Like, what's going on here? We need 5 more buildings. Gonna say, let's have a builder do that. Told them that wall of store mannequins wasn't secure. One of the Zeds slipped through and spent the day chasing our workers around the fields before we were able to bring the thing down. Don't think anyone in the fort got a lick of work done because of it. That's reassuring. Gang pop? Oh, God, don't get me started. Do not get me started. Do not get me started. Some kind of noisemaker just outside the hospital, whistling and banging and attracting all the Zed for half a mile. Must have been the Last Judgment. We destroyed it, but now the zombies aren't distracted by it, they're turning on us. Great. Oh my God. Damn it. And of course he's injured. Why am I not surprised? But because we don't have a city hall, we can't get a city hall until 3 buildings are up. We're SOL. Damn it. Ryder was out on a fort on a mission when a few goons from the Rift showed up. Made him nervous until out of nowhere a bunch of Lodge Judgment gang started shooting him. Ryder dove for cover as bullets flew from both sides. Ryder helped the Rifts get around behind the Last Judgment. Think the Last Judgment saw it coming, ran off. Rifts were pretty happy with the help Ryder gave them. Fuck's sake. Gotcha. Now that's taken care of. What do you want, Daniel? Former Riff. Increases sway with the Rifts. Sweet. Yeah, this time we were ready for you, you little shits. Last Judgment stole a shovel. Ooh, a shovel. Malik delivered a message for Phoenix. Apparently, the Rifts have heard of this zombie killing expertise and want to see how we do in a real fight. Malik wants to pit Phoenix against their champion in a fight, not to the death, but to the pain. Actually, I have no idea what sort of fight this will be, but he'll probably live through it. Match lasted into the night with a lot of posturing near misses. Seeing a pattern here. Get out of here. 4, 5, get out of here. No. Stop trying to sacrifice my shit. They really want to take my handle with care. Hey, Karma Chimera, welcome. Sorry you're having a frustrating time. No, it's completely fine. I honestly, I've had worst. I've had worse. Trust me. Let our defenders handle it. Take risks to protect the building. Welcome to the stream. I am so sorry that I didn't notice you right away, but I am so happy to have you here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yay, fertilizer bonus. Let's go. No zombies left. Need 3 materials, and I have 2. Ain't that just a bitch? No! Damn it! Destroy the mole. Respect the pouch! Respect it! Oh, for Pete's sake. Really? You guys took my game pop? No, not the game store, you bastards! Give me back my game store! But you know what? Fuck off. At this point, just equip people at random. Sweet, we can now build a city hall. For Pete's sake. She said yes, we're getting married! Eventually! We need to find the right time and place for a ceremony. Until then, we can bask in the glow of being engaged. Sure, the others will find the two of us even more obnoxious now. Maybe. I have a fiance in the apocalypse. What could possibly go wrong? Hell, I don't know. Malik must have been exercising just before I arrived, or maybe he just likes walking around shirtless and glistening with sweat. He idly makes his pecs dance as we chatted. Asked Malik if there was anything they need. He said he'd kill for nunchucks. Their scavengers just couldn't find one anywhere, or if we had a stick. They can't get enough of those. Okay. Apparently I need to find either a stick or nunchucks. Okay, all my scavengers are currently... Because I don't think I have anything... I don't think I have any sticks or nunchucks. No. I have a cricket bat. And a sword! I have a sword! He was disappointed that we didn't speak to them before deciding our new government. We're different people with different values, he said, but I think we could find a way to apologize. He seemed surprised that I would apologize, thanked me, and hoped our people would work together. I did meet with you. You said you wanted nunchucks. So I'm looking for nunchucks. Ugh. Gave Ryder some pills I'm pretty sure were painkillers, bound his arm in a splint, used his bandaged arm as a club to beat the last judgment. Then they said they felt better that he had in years, went right back to work. Must have been some good pills, whatever they were. No kidding. Turns out they were drugs. Sure made me and the rest of the fort feel good, though. We don't need those guys. I'm looking everywhere for nunchucks. Found materials, found materials. Fuck! Lost the hospital. Showed up today with a bunch of goons in tow. Emptied a sack of zombie heads at my feet and demanded compensation for keeping the undead minutes. And of course, they're way the hell over here. Perfect. Okay, got the hospital back. Look at the zombies being so active now. Ernst built a catapult. Sure, why not? Fuckery! Took a bicycle. I'm not trying to get a bicycle. I'm trying to get fucking nunchucks, apparently. Wait, when did I get a car? When the hell did I get a car? No extra danger from faraway missions. When the fuck did I get a car? You're not answering my question. A whip. We got a lot of kids, but I'm not seeing any nunchucks. Can I give you a sword instead, bro? Found a shotgun. It's not going to do me any good, but found a shotgun. Hey, guess who got injured again? Hey, guess who's about to get injured once more? Fucking hate these raiders, man. We cooked up a feast, found enough musicians to scrape a band together, and danced the night away. There were no stage photos of a professional photographer, no individually wrapped wedding favors, no ugly bridesmaid dresses, or bouquet throwing. Just us, our friends, and some people we don't even know that well. It was a celebration we could all take part in, a night we'll all remember. I'm married! In game. Seriously, fuck these guys. Oculars, supplies. helmet. I was about to say, where the hell's Ryder? Those fuckheads, and I'm injured again. Perfect. Raider attack. Shopping cart turned out to be full of propane, which he'd been on his way to deliver to the rest of the group. Found a car that could run on propane. We're planning to head north, where the cold made the dead sluggish and easy to run from. He gave us one of the tanks, then he and his shopping cart trundled down the road. Cool. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with propane and propane accessories. Bro, you have got to learn to be more careful. Now, I can understand because he's a builder. And I put him on a freaking. I put him on one of these missions. Oh. About to go raid their asses just to get them away from me. Heal my wife! Open the door. Open the door. I'm injured again. Oh no, he's injured too. Whatever shall we do? Send another person in. Oh, I'm healed. Okay, next. Okay, let's get this one now. Found a helmet. Helmet's not gonna help. I can go fishing. Found fuel. Found helmet. Found literally everything but what I'm looking for. Found a flashlight. Found nothing. Yay! Finally found some freaking nunchucks. He joked that we can have it back when he's done with it, or if he dies, whichever came first. That took fucking forever. Oh my goodness. Well, that was a productive day. So we're going to save for now. And we are going to come back next time on a Sentimental Sunday. Or maybe we won't. Maybe we'll go back to Papa's Pizzeria for a while. Whichever I'm feeling like. But, until then, thank you all so much for watching. Regrettably, I must depart, for I must get some rest. But don't let that stop you from following me on all my socials. You can check out my link tree, which gives you all the socials that I'm currently on. If you guys are enjoying what you see, don't feel free to follow or subscribe. And as always, if you guys feel like it, you can go ahead and do !raid1 in the chat. If my chat will work, thank you. And we are actually going to raid out let's see here. Who can we raid to? Who's on? Let's raid Mooney. So, let's raid Mooney. And as always, this is Phoenix Darkfire, signing off.